today we will learn method overloading in Java, a very important topic, and in each interview we will face these questions. One is method overloading and second one is polymorphism, and both these two things we will learn not only with this type of theory but doing some practical example in Eclipse. So first understand what is method overloading. So in Java it is possible to create method that have same name but different parameter list and different definitions, which is called method overloading. So let's check in Eclipse, then you can understand better. So I have already created a room class under com.demo.clsobj package. So if I double click here, so you can see under this room class I have created two method. One is called display area and second one is again called display area. So as we told that Java support this type of functionality where we can create method that have same name but different parameter list and different definitions. So you can see I have created two method with same name, and you can also see the parameter list is different. So in my first method, that is display area, where I have two parameter float a and b, and the second one that is the same name like first one, but here the parameter is 1. So in Java we can create this type of method. I can create multiple other methods with same name but the parameter should be different. So if we create this type of method, or Java support to create with same name and with different parameter and different definitions method, and this is called overloading. Now let's say I want to call display area method from another class. Let's say this is called room calling example class, where I have the main method and I have created an instance of this room class, that is nothing but this one, and here I have two method with same name display area. Now if I try to call this display area method from here, now which one will be called? Is it this one or this one? So how Java work on this principle? So when we call a method in an object, so Java does this type of step. So what it will do, it first match the method name. So here our method name is this and this, so there is a possibility to call this one as well as this one. So what is the next filter? So in second step, Java match the number and the type of parameter. Okay, so here you can see I have two parameter here in this method and I have one parameter here in this method, and there is also possibility that we have two different type of parameter, maybe float and int. Okay, in another method if I create. Okay, so what Java actually do, Java first check what is the method name. Now once the method name it's get, then it's check what is the number of parameter and type of parameter. So once this two filter is done, then it's find the exact match, and that method is called show. Let's try to create this one here. So this is my room instance, and from this room instance if I try to call this display area, and let's say I make a value, let's say 10. Okay, so if I try to call this one, so you can see here display area method. So Java first check in this room class, so what is this display area? So this is also display area and this is also display area, right? Now it's check how many parameter I passed. I actually passed one parameter, so where this is available. So in this case, the second case, it has only one parameter, so it actually call this method, not this method. Okay, so here you can see that once I pass this 10 value, so it will calculate 10 into 10 and finally give the area, because it's a area of square shape. So if it's a square shape, so that's mean the length and width both are same, and that case I am not going to make another parameter here. So it will basically take one parameter, and based on that one parameter it will make a multiplications of this and finally find out the area. But if it's a rectangle, then actually I need basically length and width both, right? And if I get that one, then that will be calculated here and finally the area will be displayed. So let's check for this first one. When I only give 10 and if I save it, so ultimately it will go to this class and finally check. This is basically the method with one parameter and it will call this method and finally display the area. So let me run this class. So if I run this, you can see that I am getting the area that is equal to 100. So 100 is nothing but 10 into 10, that is basically written here, a into a, nothing but 10 into 10, and I am getting this one. Now if I try to call with, let's say, 10 and then 12, okay, so what it's mean, it will basically check what is the name of this method. So the name of this method is display area, and this is available here as well as here. Now it will check how many parameters are here, 10 and 12, basically two parameters. So if it's go here and check where these two parameter available, so here these two parameter available, because here only one parameter and we pass actually two parameter here, okay. So that's mean it will go to this method and here it's match that two parameter and method name both are matching, so it will call this method and finally this a and b multiply will be calculated under this area and that will be display here, okay. So if I now run this one, so you can see it will basically give me 120, that is nothing but 10 into 12, and that is calculated where, that is calculated in this method, that is a into b. So this way basically Java first check the method name, then the parameter we passed, okay, and the type of the parameter. So this mechanism is basically called polymorphism. A very important interview questions, what is polymorphism? So you can give this type of explanations to your interviewer so that he can understand that your concept is clear. So what two concept we learned today? So what is basically method overloading? That is nothing but Java support to create multiple method with same name but their definitions and their parameters should be different. And second thing, the checking process, how to fetch that particular method with these two steps. First checking the method name, second checking the number and type of the parameter. So this process is called polymorphism, or this technique is called polymorphism. So hope you understand the concept of method overloading and polymorphism. Let's check in our next class.
I believe this video has helped you to understand about the topic. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on the bell notifications and select all so that you don't miss any video from this channel.